What's going on, everybody? My name is Michael Weer, and this is my movie review for the movie Blockers. Now, before we get into the movie review, you guys should know that this movie deals with some very adult themes about sexual situations, and we're going to touch on them in this movie review, so if you're easily offended, you might want to check out one of the other videos. But if you want to stay and watch the rest of the video, I would appreciate it. At the end, give me a like. That's cool, whatever, right? I can say that at the beginning of the video, right? Let's do the movie review. And so guys, the movie Blockers is directed by Kay Cannon. It stars John Cena, Leslie Mann, and Ike Barinholtz as three very concerned parents because about 20 minutes into the movie they find out, you already know, but they find out that their teenage daughters are all going to have sex with their prom night dates, and they want to stop them. They don't want them to have sex, so they chase them down throughout town to the prom, to different places, and it's hilarious. And this movie does a really good job at doing two things. One, telling a very good story, infusing that comedy with it, and also dealing with a very serious subject of teenagers having sex. Now, I'm a parent. I have 3 kids, and eventually they will all be teenagers, and they will want to have sex, and I'm not sure how I'm going to deal with that, and I'm going to be honest with you guys, I don't want to talk about it more in this video, so I'm just going to move on. Some of the things I like about this movie, and the things I like about this movie are the sub-characters. Not taking anything away from the main characters, the 3 main parents in this movie, they are hilarious. I want them to get back together and go on a road trip, but the sub-characters in this movie were hilarious. You had Frank the Tow Guy, you had these 2 adults of one of the teenage boys who were constantly having sex, and they are funny. And then finally, you've got my favorite person in this movie, and that was the limo driver. I want a spin-off movie of just the limo driver limoing people around because it is hilarious what he does in this movie. I guess if I have a negative for this movie, it's that the teenage situation is always brought up a notch in these kind of movies. Like, there's always open alcohol and there's no repercussions for it. There's hotels that know there's nothing but teenagers on one floor and have no problem with there being open alcohol up there and no adult supervision. It's just like this weird world Hollywood lives in where that's okay. It's just like this weird thing that like Hollywood movies do where it's like, that's normal in the normal world. But like I was homeschooled, not gonna lie to you guys, I have no idea. And my wife, I would turn over in theater and I'm like, hey, is that what prom was like? She's like, no. And then at one point these 2 are kissing in school and I'm like, hey, that's how school was? And she's like, no, you hit if you did that. And then at another point I was like, oh, would you have had parties like that at school? And she's like, no. So the movie does have that flaw, but for the most part this movie is a very funny movie, a very hilarious movie, and I've got to give it this rating. That's right, congratulations on making a fantastic film because my expectations were nowhere for this movie and it was fantastic. Guys, if you like this movie review, hit the like button. If you want to share this movie review with your friends, you should do that. And finally, if you've seen this movie and want to put the comments down in the comment section down below, you should do that too. Thanks for watching, and that's all I got.